everybody. It's so great to see you guys. So, again, I am Miss Destiny, and thank you guys for joining us. We are at our last day of Kids Wellness Week with our last activity. It's so exciting. And what we have coming up next is Mr. Isaiah. And before he comes on, I want to let you guys know that there are a few things you need to grab. So, there's going to be a drawing activity. So, what you're going to need to grab is some paper, pencil, something colorful to color with, whether that's crayons, markers, colored pencils, etc. I want you guys to go, ask your adult if you can get those things, and then come right back with us. And while you guys are gathering your items, I wanted to recap, which is go back and talk about what happened this week with you guys. So at 1:15, 12 o'clock every day, we would read a story to you all. We read a lot of great and fantastic stories about, encouraging you guys to love yourselves and just be who you are, because you are unique, you are special, you are wonderful. There's nobody like you. So the books really talked about, you being who you are. So after the book reading, what we did 1 hour later, every single day, was a bit of movement and creative activities. So does anybody remember some of the things we did in the afternoon time? That is right. We got moving, we got active, we got creative. So on Monday and Wednesday of this week, we had Miss LaShawn. And Miss LaShawn, she was teaching us classes in yoga. Remember, we were moving around, we were shaking everything out. And what Miss LaShawn really, really wanted you guys to know is that yoga is a great way to connect your mind and your body. Just like you have to eat foods to make yourselves healthy foods that make yourselves healthy and strong, yoga can also do that to help you all connect your mind and your body. Make sure that you're controlling your breathing. Make sure you're keeping yourselves calm in situations where, you may not feel that way all the time. Then on Tuesday and yesterday, which was Thursday, we were with the Family Art Museum. And we had Miss Ashira, who is an 8-year-old kid yogi. And she was basically doing yoga. She was doing yoga as well with you guys. And she was stretching, moving around, and she was able to show you guys that yoga is not only for adults, kids can do it too. And it's super duper exciting. We also had Miss Milani come on right after of the Family Arts Museum. And we did some meditative art. So we did some drawing, which is mandala drawing, which is art that can make you feel peaceful and calm, where you can just think or not think and just draw and create beautiful pictures. The other activity that we did was toilet paper roll painting, where we cut up a toilet paper roll, we put some paint on it, and we used the toilet paper roll as stamps to create a beautiful canvas and picture. And today, for the last time in Kids Wellness Week, we have another creative activity with Mr. Isaiah. And say hello, Mr. Isaiah.
Hello, everybody.
What we're going to do today with Mr. Isaiah is go through an activity that basically is telling us that art can help to create different ideas of how art can create different ideas of who you are. So I'll let Mr. Isaiah take it away. And hope you guys enjoy this last activity.
All right. Definitely want to start off by saying that this is a great opportunity to present this activity to y'all, and just being able to be an artist born and raised in the city, and how it can spread out toward those in my region, but also regions outside. So I'm just glad to be able to present myself, and that's one thing I definitely want to go ahead and start out with. So just to get into our activity today, my background, I am a visual communicator, meaning I communicate with multiple mediums. Maybe graphics, maybe illustrations, maybe through paint, maybe through drawing, maybe through sculpting. But I love communicating ideas. And some of the ideas are rooted towards my identity. And by doing that, you show so much of an appreciation towards who you are. So I definitely want y'all to show your appreciation of yourself and your identity through the creative art that you can create. Okay. So today's project, I'm titling it Peace, Love, Mumble Sauce. Okay. Peace, Love, Mumble Sauce is basically kind of summed up. If you know what peace is, we'll definitely get into that. If you know what love is, we'll still get into that and mumble saws. I'm sure those of you that's from the city, DC, know about mumble saws. But we'll learn how to go ahead and turn things that we love, that we like, things that keeps us calm, keep us at peace, and turn into symbols or visual illustrations. All right. So yeah, let's get started with that. So first, I am going to share with y'all peace, love, mumble saws. All right. Next, peace. What is peace? What does peace mean to you? All right. Peace can represent calmness, peaceness, tranquility. So what are some activities that brings you calmness? It can be meditating. It can be yoga. I heard that y'all were doing yoga earlier this week. That's a peaceful action to do. Where are some places that you can go to that can keep you calm and at peace? Sometimes I go to the park. I love going to Malcolm X Park in DC. I see a lot of people walking their dogs. I see families together enjoying themselves. I know in this time of the quarantine, there's still possibilities that if you can't go there physically, you can always imagine being there. All right, or even going online and seeing places as far as China. But yeah, just places that find you peace, calmness, and things that you can do to keep you at bay. So that's peace right there. Now, love can be a wide range of things. It can be objects or it can be people. I know for sure that I love my family. I love French fries. Like, and it's crazy that I actually felt like I wanted to put French fries in front of family. But you know what I'm saying? I love French fries. And I love drawing, I love art. So what are some things that you love to do? And I want you to think about that because there'll be something that we'll come back to later on. Um, but also people that you love. I love my mom, I love my dad, I love my siblings, I love my nieces, I love my cousins, I love my teachers, I love the person that works at the corner store. I love everybody. So definitely find some people that you love too. And mumble saws. I love mumble saws because you can only find it in DC. If you go to California, they're like, what is mumble saws? So it feels like it's something that's for the culture here. And if you don't know about the culture, ask around for your parents. Ask around with people that are born and raised in the city. I'm sure they would love to introduce you to mumble saws. But the thing is, with this project, I am going to depth with the mumble sauce because it's something that I love and I know that a lot of other people love. But in the future, when we are creating work, we can replace mumble sauce or whatever you're interested in, what gives you a lot of love and a lot of peace. And sometimes it feels a little difficult to kind of find imagery for these things. So Google can be your best friend, okay? Google Images can be your best friend. All you have to do is Google one word and the images will flood in. All right. So when I was looking up peace, love, mumble saws, these were the things that I was looking at for inspiration and creating those images. Now, this is the end result of it. Now, this is a little bit more simpler. All right. And with the designs that's coming off of the images, those are my clouds. As you can see, they're above me in my head in the video, in my background. I love these clouds. I put them on all my work. And that's kind of like my signature image. All right. And that's something that y'all could think about in the future. What's something that you love that you want to turn into a signature style or image? So this is one way that I wanted to communicate peace, love, and mumble saws. And this is my second way. This is a lot more detailed. This is more of like the illustration style of it instead of going to the simple one.
We
Yeah.
actually couldn't see your screen when you were showing the clouds and everything. We want to make sure everybody could see it.
Oh, what
We
like
couldn't see this
the
guy.
image or like me in the background?
We couldn't see the image actually. So we want the kids to be able to see your images that you created for peace, love, and mambo sauce.
Okay. It should be up. Yeah. Is my screen share up? Let me try one more time. So, all right. So, can you see the image with the green piece, the red heart, and mumbo sauce in that ideal color?
You can't hear me. It was a black screen that we were able to see on the screen. It was still the black screen.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me go ahead. Um, so, are you able to see it now?
Let's see. We're good.
All right, cool. Man, that hurts me a little bit that y'all weren't able to see all the images that I shared. But this is something I could definitely share with y'all. If there's any questions that y'all want to ask towards like inspiration, like I said, Google is your best friend. Um, and I'll also share these images with y'all as we progress and move forward. But this is the first image that's more like a symbol. And like I said, it has my clouds coming off of the image to make it more personalized. And you can do stuff like that too. Some people love candy. Some people love raindrops. You can make it more personal towards you. Like I said, when you create an art, you want it to represent you and show your interests. Okay. All right. And this image is more on an illustration style. Okay. I know it seems evolved, but I've been practicing art for a long time. I think I started when I was around most of your ages, which is in a range of like 4, 8, and even higher. Like I started very young, so a lot of years of practice will result to you really being able to communicate your ideas a lot more deeper. So this one, I love mumble sauce. I got it from the carry out. If you can see it, you'll see a peace sign, and then you'll also see a heart made out of paper. I was trying to go into write an origami, but and that's another activity that you should definitely look into for a peace of mind. But yeah, really trying to communicate that. All right. So, for now, I would love to hear some like suggestions towards things that y'all find as a representation of peace, a representation of love, and maybe some objects to replace mumble sauce. It doesn't have to be mumble sauce. I kind of made it more personalized for me to share with y'all, but this can be peace, love, apples, peace, love, Hawaii, peace, love, I don't know, glasses. You know what I'm saying? Especially for those that need them. But yeah, you can really make it your own. So what I'll do is I would love to share with y'all how I draw things. And so one program I want to teach y'all is Illustrator. It's a digital program, but I want y'all to grab y'all piece of papers, y'all pencils. If you have any crayons, color pencils, anything that's colorful, sure, bring it on with you. We'll go ahead and get started with the illustration part. All right. Ah, my digital work table. All right. So I look at this a lot, y'all. A lot. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with the drawing. So let's say we want to go ahead and say peace. What's some things that represents peace? Sometimes people put up two fingers to represent peace. Sometimes you get the peace sign, or sometimes it can be a wide range of other things. So I would say let's go ahead and draw maybe like a hand that represents the peace sign. So let's start with maybe like a curve, a bubble V. All right. Oh, don't judge me on my skills. All right. And maybe try to draw the fingers. Ooh. Oh, don't mind. I was about to draw an extra finger. Oh man, but we have 5 fingers. Okay. All right. So this is like a quick sketch. So we can have like the two fingers up representing peace. Um, and this is kind of really summing it up towards a more simpler design. Um, Once we go through the range of different designs for each word, we will go back and really go more into depth with like details and really see what y'all can do with your art crafts if you choose to take it more serious in the future to come. So let's show love. And of course, the most easiest thing for love, um, we usually use a heart. If y'all don't know how to use a heart, draw a heart, you can always do it in this way, of course. Or what's something that you love? Um, and you can make it into a heart. So I love pencils. I love drawing. So what if I could make that into a heart? So maybe I draw a paintbrush and then I have the paint splatted on one side. Want to add a little shine to it. And then maybe like some sketch marks and a pencil. Okay. So it's certain ways that you can really personalize it and make your own. Um, and it really adds to the depth of who you are. Like I said, this should be something where you're using images that represents you. So the last but not least, um, I chose mumble sauce, but we can choose other objects. So I'll draw maybe a house. Okay. Now my dream house should be a mansion or somewhere that's like a cabin. All right. So I wanted to have maybe like 3 floors. You may not be able to see the basement, but it has a basement. All right. You gotta have the door, of course. How you gonna get into your house? Now I'm debating where I want my house to be, but most likely because I love my city so much, I want it to be in DC. So let's draw the monument. All right. And maybe the capital. Are y'all familiar with some of the sites in the city? Or maybe the big chair. Yeah. If y'all don't know about the big chair, check it out in Southeast. All right. So it can be, I gotta throw in the clouds. Got to. All right. Maybe a little bit of sunlight. But yeah, there's different ways that you can go ahead and really personalize all of this to make it your own. Okay. So with that being said, we kind of went over all the details. We went into really skimming through and making things your own. I really would love to show y'all more of an advanced level of how y'all can really communicate your art. Okay. And of course, this is not something that's going to take maybe like 2 or 3 minutes. This is really going to take a lot more time, but it's worth going ahead and experience it. I know that when I was your age, when I was younger, when I saw somebody do an amazing image that I wasn't able to create at the time. It inspired me to go ahead and draw so many things that sparked a lot of imagination and creativity. Okay. So let's say I want to be a little more detailed when it comes down to showing that peace sign with your hands. Okay. Make your fingers just a little bit longer. And it's okay if you want to go ahead and make some mistakes. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just to be able to know that you are taking your time, and when you're drawing, you're doing something that you love and you appreciate. The only person when you draw that should be able or you want to appreciate um, your work is you. You want to be able to look at it and say, "Oh, this is exactly what was in my head. This is exactly what I wanted to do." Because the more you show appreciation for what you want to do, the more you show appreciation and love for the things that you're doing, actions wise, or the people, you'll see that you'll get that right back. A lot of people will show that appreciation and love right back. So you want to go ahead and communicate that. Okay. All right. All right. So let's say that right there is. Now you kind of see the difference between the drawing that I did before with peace, and this one that's a lot more detailed now. And it actually looks more like a hand. Okay, okay. A round of applause. So I would love to see exactly what y'all do to draw what peace looks like. Okay. Um, it doesn't have to be the hand. It can also be the peace sign. Um, and that's the peace sign right there. Okay. So there's different ways that you can do it. All right. Now let's go towards love. All right. So for love, last time I showed a heart. How about this? Sometimes it's hard to show like symbols, but if you feel more comfortable spelling it out, and I want y'all to spell love out with me. So love starts with the letter L. All right. So let's start with a bubble letter L. And of course, the next letter is what? O. All right. So let's go with O. Next, V. And then last but not least, E. Okay. Oh, and even drawing this, I kind of had like a good idea. All right. So what if the inside of the O is a heart? Oh man, and look at that. And it's literally just spelling out love. Love. Ooh, that one's not looking right there. Let's delete that. But yeah, sometimes you got your chances where like one things look better than the other, but with practice, you'll be able to go ahead and have something look great. Okay. And last but not least, let's draw something that represents something that somebody else likes. Um, so hmm, I love, or I know that some people in my city love, hmm, let's say their favorite hat. Everyone has a favorite hat. So with this one, it was peace, love, mumble sauce. Now it's peace, love, baseball cap. And if you're looking at sports right now, I don't. Oh well, they've been kind of um, hitting a standstill. But what's your favorite sports team? Um, and we could put it right there. Right now, you got the Washington Nationals. So I know their logo is something like this, or their design is something like that. All right. Or we can make our own up. So let's say peace, love, DC. Okay. And then from there, you might want to drop like a drop shadow or something like that. Add a little more details with a little shading. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. Um, this right there is just like an overall open book for anybody to take this activity and make it your own. I would love to see anybody share the work that they've done or doing right now. Love for you to give it as a response to the video. I'm sure there's a platform online that you'll be able to do so. So I would love to see the work that you do. Um, right then and there. My time is almost up, but I would love to share some facts with y'all. Um, okay, cool. It's just me now. All right. I would love to go ahead and share some facts with y'all. Make sure that if your parents are watching, that they're able to see exactly able to help you go to the websites or participate in some of the programs that I'll be teaching at. Of course, some of y'all may not be of age yet for the programs. They're mostly for middle schoolers and high schoolers, but I can't wait. I just can't wait to be able to see y'all when y'all are of age and able to learn all the projects and activities that will help y'all build upon your identity. So I will be posting up my website for y'all to be able to go to. And then my website is pzcreates.com. I also work with your community, Project Create, and College Tribe. Okay. So I would love for y'all to go ahead, check out those websites, see what interests you, check out the work on my website. Definitely go with a parent, allow them to help navigate throughout all of this. And yeah, this was a great experience right here for sure. So right now, I'm gonna post the website.
Thank you so much, Mr. Isaiah. This was so fantastic. It was so great to see, all the different drawings and how, you can use your creativity to represent some of the things that you are and how you are. So thank you for sharing that with us.
No problem, no problem. I mean, I know that it's very important to communicate who you are. Like, there's very there's value in
Yeah.
your identity.
Yes.
So I want you to recognize the value in your identity. And because you know yourself or you are in the path of knowing yourself, emphasize on it. You know what I'm saying? If it's like a cartoon show that you love, share that cartoon show. If it's food that you love, share that food. Um, in that way, you'll find people that resonate with it or like it too, and you'll have a good conversation or a good relationship with a lot of people in that avenue. So it's very important to do so.
Yeah, one of my favorite things that you said during the class was the only person that needs to appreciate your work and what your creative side is you.
Hmm.
Everybody else will share that appreciation too. And I think that's really, really important to share with everybody.
Hmm.
Really, really important.
For
Uh,
sure.
if you guys want to see more of Mr. Isaiah's work, again, we're going to put his information in the chat for you guys. And for those of you all who are, working and you all want to see the video again, kind of master everything that Mr. Isaiah has been teaching, you can ask your adult to rewind the video. It'll be on our Facebook at DC Bridge Park. I'm gonna spell it for you guys. BCBRIDGEPARK. That's where your adult can help you find the video on Facebook and social media. Another thing too, Mr. Isaiah said that he would love to see you all's drawing. So if you all create something based on this class today, you can ask your parent or your adult to tag DC Bridge Park in your drawing. And then that way Mr. Isaiah can see and appreciate your work just like you appreciate it as well.
For sure. For sure. I would love to see the work. So definitely go ahead, create, share. Like I said, allow it to be something that you're comfortable with sharing first. It is for you. But you're saying I'm a very optimistic and appreciative person of creativity. So if you definitely share, yeah, I will show that appreciation right back.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Isaiah. And as
Thank
we
you.
wrap up today, I just want to tell you guys thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You guys have been so great, so great. I'm so happy that you've joined us all week long for our Kids Wellness Week. This is our very first one, and we hope that you guys have been enjoying yourselves. Like I said, we've been doing a lot of different great activities. Make sure that you follow us on our social media, or not you, adults. Make sure you follow us on our social media at DC Bridge Park. I spelled it earlier. DCBRIDGEPARK. One thing I did want to tell you guys is that we have a beekeeping workshop tomorrow morning at 8. And what you guys can do is ask your adult if you're interested in learning where honey comes from. Remember yesterday we talked about Gabe and where fruits and vegetables come from. If you're interested in learning where honey comes from, you can ask your adult to log on to our website at bridgepark.org/live and tune in tomorrow for our honey harvest. So you'll get to learn where honey comes from. Again, it starts at 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. But we'd love to have you guys there. Again, from the bottom of my heart, really appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you all so much. And until next time, have a fantastic weekend.